Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are well, fine, safe inside your homes. So, now today we are going to continue with chapter 4 in civics, that is growing up as girls and boys. So, we have already studied that what are the differences, what are the discriminations which are being done between the boys and the girls. So, now today we are going to learn about the challenges which are faced by women. So let us start with that. So what we call housework, it actually involves different tasks which are physically demanding. Some of that tasks could be fetching water from a distance. So you must have seen that there are many women who walk a lot where just to fetch some water. So this is what, this is a physically demanding task, that you need to walk and again you need to carry those buckets of water. So that is a physically demanding task. Carrying heavy loads of firewood, where there are women who are employed to carry heavy loads. So that is what, this is a physically demanding task. Washing clothes, cleaning, sweeping, etc. So all these are what, these are different things which require a lot of energy, which are physically very demanding tasks. So these are the challenges which are being faced by the women. Other could be so all of it are what, carrying that water, fetching water and walking a lot, covering a lot of distance, then cleaning, cooking, all of these are what, they require bending, lifting and carrying. So work like cooking involves standing in front of the gas burner for long hours. So even your mother, when she is cooking, she is also standing in front of the gas burner for a long hour. So what is she actually doing? She is she is doing such a work which is very demanding. So it is not easy to stand in just to stand and cook in front of the gas burner for very long hours. So you should appreciate the work which your mothers are doing. You should appreciate their efforts, you should appreciate their work. Hence not only work of men but also the work of women is very strenuous, it means it is very tiring. So we often think that men go to the office and men work over there, and so they, when they are home, they are very tired. But no, women are working all day along in the house and they are also equally tired. So we should not we should not make it like that, that only men are working and they get tired, but women also work and they are also tired equally. Another could be time consuming job. So if a woman is doing a job and still she is managing the household work, it is a very difficult thing. So the housework demands a lot of time. If we add up the work done by women at home and outside home, we will find that women spend more hours working than men. They have very less leisure time with them. So a woman has to do household work also and she has to do the outside work also. So when both of these are combined, it is known that men work for less hours as compared to women. So a woman can work both, in both the places, outside also and inside the home also, but a man cannot do that. Men are only believed to do the outside work. Why? Because all the household work is supposed to be done by the women. So women's work and equality, it is also again very important. Women's work and equality should also be mentioned. The low value attached to a women's work is actually a part of the larger system of inequality. So where a woman is working, people do not give preferences to the women working. Why? Because they are expected to do the household work. So this is because of the inequality which is there between men and women. So there should be equality between men and women. So this inequality has been from many years. This has been there for ages. So it has to be dealt with family, at the family level, and also by the government. So this is what this concept is trying to say, that women's work is also equally important and it should be also given the same importance which is given to the men, and there should be equality in it. Last is government's role in ensuring equality. What is government doing? So equality is very important principle in our constitution, but in the real life it is on the gender basis. For example, it understands the responsibility of home and child care falls on women. That is, household work has to be done by women and raising children has to be done by women. This therefore has an impact of whether girls can attend schools or not. Why? Because if girls attend school, when will they know the work that they have to do, household work? So today also in many different villages, in many areas, there are still people who do not allow girls to go to school. They employ, they make them work, they wash utensils or do many small things and earn their living. So this is how government is removing all of this and trying to have a trying to maintain a balance between it. Then as a remedy, government has taken, government has set up Anganwadis or the child care centers in many villages in the country, which helps the children for their betterment. Government has also passed laws that organizations should have more than 30 women employees. So women are also given work. By this we mean that women are also given work, and this helps the women to take up employment outside home and girls to attend school. So with the help of this, girls are also allowed to attend the schools and women are also employed as well. Employed meaning they are also having jobs. So now let us have a quick recap of what we have studied today, which is challenges faced by women, women's work and equality, and government's role in ensuring equality. So that was it for today. I hope you have understood it very well.